In a small village where even the chickens had opinions and the goats walked around like they owned the place, there lived one very stubborn goat named Begbie. Now Begbie was not just any goat, oh no. This goat believed he was destined for greatness. Not just greatness, royal greatness. Every morning he would stand on top of a rock, puff out his chest, shake his tiny beard, and shout. "People of the village! Bow before your future king." The chickens would scatter. The dogs would roll on the ground laughing. Even the old tortoise would shake his head slowly and say, "This goat has eaten too many mango leaves." But Begbie didn't care. In his mind, the crown was already on his head. The trouble begins. One day, the village animals gathered under the big baobab tree to discuss an important matter: who would guard the farm at night from hungry thieves. Before anyone could speak, Begbie jumped onto the meeting table. "Silence everybody," he shouted. "I, King Begbie I, will protect the farm." The dog barked with laughter. "You protect the farm? Last week you were afraid of your own shadow." The goat cleared his throat proudly. "That was not fear. I was simply respecting the shadow." The animals stared at him. The funny question, middle. Then the clever monkey scratched his head and asked. "Wait, if you are truly brave, why did you faint yesterday when a butterfly landed on your nose?" The entire meeting exploded with laughter. The goat coughed loudly. That was not fainting. That was royal meditation. The big test. The tortoise, who was the wisest animal in the village, said slowly. "All right, future king. Tonight you will guard the farm alone." Begbie smiled proudly. "Easy. I will scare every thief away." But when night came, the wind started blowing. The trees began shaking. Owls started hooting. Ho, ho. Begbie's legs started shaking like a drum. Suddenly a pumpkin rolled across the farm. The goat screamed, jumped straight into a basket, and got his horn stuck. At that same moment, the animals watching from behind the bush burst out laughing. The monkey shouted. "Look! Our king is fighting a pumpkin." The next morning the animals gathered again. Begbie slowly walked out of the basket with pumpkin seeds stuck in his beard. The tortoise looked at him and said calmly, "My friend, being loud does not make you brave, and shouting, 'King,' does not give you a crown." The goat sighed and scratched his beard. From that day on, whenever Begbie started bragging again, the animals would simply whisper, "Careful, the Pumpkin King is coming." And the entire village would laugh. Sometimes in life, the loudest voice is not the bravest heart. True strength is not in shouting, boasting, or pretending to be something big. Real strength is quiet, steady, and proven by actions, not words. And if you ever feel like bragging too much, just remember Begbie, the mighty king who was defeated by a pumpkin.